Okay, perfect. All right, cool. Well, so I'm Rachel Getting, and I'm one of the owners of Sailorcise. So our business is fitness, nutrition, and coaching for sailing. And we did our first workout last week. I guess you guys had access to that workout, so hopefully you guys did that and enjoyed it. Today we just wanted to start off with a little Q&A before we got started with our workout, to give me a chance to answer some questions if you guys have any, and just go over a couple of things before we get started. So I think the biggest question that a lot of people have for sailing fitness is like, what's exactly important? And like any sport, everything's going to be a little bit different. Just like in sailing, we're going to be sailing different boats. So you guys are high school sailing, so you're sailing in 420s and FJs. So what you'll need for that fitness is going to be a little different compared to what you're going to need for a laser, a much more physical boat. So every boat's going to be a little bit different, but I think the important thing is to focus on what's going to be help you in your sailing fitness no matter what boat you go into. So overall, just being active and staying active, especially during these times when you guys are at home. I think an important thing too for you guys is that you're all in high school and then you're going to go off to college. So getting into some kind of fitness routine now is going to help you to have that throughout your life and stay active, especially because with sailing, you can do it for your whole life. And the more fit you are and healthy, the easier it's going to be as you grow up and get older and things start to decrease a little bit in your fitness. So some of the things that are important, especially what we're doing, is our core strength, arm strength, and leg strength are really three things that we want to focus on getting strong with sailing fitness. And I think another part that people forget about too is cardio is just as important, because there's some maneuvers that you guys I'm sure have all felt this out in the water. You get your heart rate really up high and then you get back into sailing and it drops really low. So having a good cardiovascular is really important as well. So incorporating that both into your routines. And there's a million exercises out there. There's a million workouts that you guys can do. And I think it's important too for you to find something that you really enjoy and love. Strength is really important. When I was growing up, I didn't really incorporate strength. And then when I started to, I saw a major increase in my fitness. And that's when I really got into fitness and started becoming a personal trainer and really enjoyed something that was different. And everything's going to be a little bit different. So finding something that you guys enjoy, I think is important to keep that fitness level going. For me, I really like running, but other people might like a different kind of sport like paddleboarding. That's a really great core exercise. So something that you guys love and that you can continuing do is important, I think, as well. And as far as today's workout, we're going to do cardio and core. So I like to vary our workouts. Last week, I kind of started with something that was a little bit more total body. And then this week, we're going to focus in on our core and cardio. So varying it and not doing the same thing over and over again, I think is important as well. But do you guys have any questions about sailing fitness at all before we get started in our workout? Or want me to elaborate on anything else?
I think that sounds like you covered it, Rachel. Thank you. And then, yeah,
Okay,
just
cool.
as we're going through, if you just want to just kind of talk throughout like the different exercises that you're doing, just how that is helpful for our sailing. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, for sure. So
sorry, Rachel, can I ask one question real quick?
Yeah. What's your question?
So how do you know if you're fit enough? Like, when do you know that you're at the right level for what you're trying to do?
Yeah, so I think that's probably a question that a lot of athletes have. And I think the biggest thing is when did you start training, and then getting out in the water and actually feeling how that improvement is. Because sailing, for example, going out in the water and sailing is a physical activity. So when you're doing your sailing, you are training to be fitter, but it's just incorporating that other strength and that cardio stuff to help you to improve that out in the water. So if you go through a maneuver and you find that you're like huffing and puffing and really can't catch your breath even after that, then that would be like a sign, okay, maybe my cardio isn't as where it needs to be. I need to increase that into my training. And then same with your strength. So maybe you're having a lot of trouble as a crew pulling in that jib on a windy day, or staying out hiking the entire time upwind. So I think you have to really be able to look at your fitness on the water and be able to criticize that as well and be like, okay, I need to really work on this. Like, what was hurting when I was out in the water? Were my arms not strong enough? Was my core really breaking down, or were my legs really hurting? And I think we're all different in that aspect. And that's where we really need to self-assess ourselves when we go out in the water and sail in those light air conditions, sail in all those conditions, and really see where you are in your fitness level. Does that answer that question?
Yeah, great. Thank you. And I think one of the things that I always struggle with too is like mental fitness. And I guess my understanding is that the more physically fit you are, the more mentally fit you can be. Is that what you found?
Yeah, for sure. It's a big mental game, just like any sport. So pushing yourself through that pain sometimes is needed, and then you can help improve. But knowing and going into this, like working out every day or every other day, making something consistent in your routine is really going to help you out on the water, and you're going to feel better about yourself, both on and off the water. Cool. So today, if we have any other questions, just feel free to ask them. And if you guys want to ask later too, like email me or anything, and I'd be happy to answer your questions. So our workout today is going to be a little bit more core and cardio. And the best thing about my workouts and what we're going to do while we're together is they're body weight exercises. So you don't have to have any equipment. And I think that is important to remember, that you don't need a bunch of equipment to get fit, and you can really use your own self to get fit. Especially with us, we might be traveling a lot and not have access to equipment. Some stuff we just might not have at our homes. So doing anything with your body weight is a great way to get fit. So with that said, we're going to get started. So we're going to start off with our stretching. So dynamic stretching, we're going to start off with a lunge and twist. So I'll show you, we're going to lunge out, and then you're going to twist to the leg that's out, and then you're going to change and twist the other leg that's out. I'll show it sideways too, so you guys can see. So lunging and twisting. So this is stretching out our legs, and it's also stretching out our back. So dynamic stretching is the stretching we want to do before any physical activity. This is getting our bodies warmed up, so we're ready to perform. They have done a lot of studies. We used to do static stretching before doing our physical activity or sports, and they've shown that actually decreases your performance. So we have now moved on to dynamic stretching to really get our body warmed up and moving for the activity that we're about to do. So I think we're going to do 10 more of those. Stretching, just as much as I think is actually more important than all the exercises you can do, because if you go out and do exercise without doing any stretching, you're just setting yourself up for having an injury down the road. So I think it's really important that we focus in on that stretching too, just as essential as getting in that workout. So really giving the time to stretch our bodies out before we do that workout. Let's do 4 more of those. And there's lots of different dynamic stretching. These ones I particularly like for sailing, because we're really getting our bodies warmed up for what we're about to do. All right, last one of those. Then we're going to do our arm stretching. We're going to do over under. So you're just going over top and then under. And we're just stretching out our arms and our shoulders here and our back. And we're going to do 20 of those. So just over and then under. So let's do 10 more of those. And just getting our bodies nice warmed up for the workout that we're about to do. And 5 more. All right, that's it for those ones. The next one we're going to do is inchworm. So this is a great full body one. So we're going to stand on one side. We're going to roll down to our feet. And then we're going to walk out to our hands in a plank. And then hold it for 2 seconds. and then we're gonna walk back to our feet and roll back up. So make sure you're standing back all the way up and walking all the way out to your feet. And you're trying to keep your legs nice and straight until you have to bend down. So this is gonna help with your flexibility, getting nice and warmed up. We're gonna do 15 of these. So these are great too. If you have a nice big area before you go sailing, you can just go and do it till you get to a point. So go for 15 feet and then turn around or longer. All these exercises you could do to a point if you have a big group, and you can line everybody up and make it fun for you guys when you go to different regattas. It's a great way to get ready and then have your briefing with your coach before you go out sailing and get nice and stretched out. And I think the important thing too is high school sailing, there's a lot of sitting in between things. So making sure that you're stretching before you go out for another set is always good, because you're sitting around, maybe it's cold, your body's getting nice and cold. So stretching is a great way to keep you active and moving and keep those muscles prepared for what you're about to do on the water. All right, let's do 5 more of those. This is going to be a really challenging one, but you'll feel that your body's getting nice and warmed up now. And we're going to go back to our toes and try to stand all the way back up when you go. We'll do 2 more. Nice job, everybody. Off all the way back to your feet, and 1 more, and then we'll go back to our first set again. All right, roll back up. Nice job, everybody. We're gonna go back to our lunge with a twist. So we're gonna lunge out and twist the leg that's out, okay? Nice job. We're gonna do 20 of these. And for our purpose, we're gonna just do this set twice, and then we're gonna get into our workout. The more you can do it, the better. So if you can do 3 sets, I usually do 3 sets, and I'll usually pick 5 or so dynamic stretches to do. And then I'm gonna be nice and warmed up for what I'm about to go do for my exercises. But if you have a short amount of time, that's fine. Any workout that you can get in is better than doing nothing at all. Let's do 10 more of those. And make sure you're keeping your back nice and straight and those hands out, and just stretch out and then back forward. Make sure too that you're keeping your knees are going nice and straight. Trying to lunge down as far as I can to get that nice stretch. We'll do 3 more of those. And 2 more. And last one of those. Nice. Now we're gonna do over-unders again. So we're gonna go over top and then under 20 times. So I'm alternating when I go across my body. So over and then under. Just getting us nice and warmed up. Nice job, everybody. There we go. Let's do 5 more. And done with those. Good job. All right, last dynamic stretch. Back to our inchworm. So roll down, walk out to your hands and plank, and then walk back. And roll back up. And this is a great dynamic stretch. It's also a great workout too. You should feel it all over your body. So roll back up. I specifically like to do this one when we're about to do a lot of core stuff, because it's really getting my core ready to do those planks. Walk back to your feet. Nice job. All the way out to our hands and roll back, and make sure you're rolling all the way back up, standing up nice and straight. And you're just holding it for about 2 seconds when you get down there in plank. Make sure that you're keeping your hands under your shoulders. Roll back up. An important thing to remember too is that you want to try to do everything in good form. So quality is always better than quantity. So if you find that your quality is lacking and you have like 4 more reps to do, I would say stop doing that and move on to the next one and work on getting there the next time. Because you really want to work on good form, because if we're not doing the good form, then we're going to find that we're going to hurt ourselves in another way. Good job. Roll back up. Let's do 5 more of those. So 1, roll back up to my feet. We got 2. So got 3 more to go. We should be feeling nice and warm now. That's 3. And 2 more to go. And let's do 1 more of those. Nice. All right. Now that we have done that, we're going to do our workout, okay? So I'm just going to angle this so you can guys see me. We're going to go down to the ground because we're going to start doing our core stuff, okay? So the first one we're going to do, we're going to do time stuff or our core stuff. I like doing time because you don't have to count. And if you're doing planks, then it kind of incorporates it into it. So we're going to start off with just a normal plank is going to challenge our L shape to raise. I'm going to do work keeping your elbows under your shoulders. And we're going to hold it for 20 seconds. So ready, set, go. So I'm holding nice line here. My hips and my back are all in line here. And I'm not leaning forward or leaning back and losing that shoulder under, or my elbows under my shoulder. Good job. We got 5 more seconds. Keep pushing. Almost there. Time. All right, nice job. The next one we're going to do is we're going to turn around. We're going to go on our butt. And we're going to do a crunch with a chop. So you're going to lay all the way down, interlace your hands, and you're going to chop over to each side. So you're just doing a little crunch, but this way we're challenging our core on our sides. So 20 seconds. Ready, set, go. So chop over to one side, then the other. So you're alternating sides. And make sure you're not straining your neck here. So try to look at a point in the sky right above you. And you're just going up a little bit, just a little crunch for 20 seconds, almost there. Time. Roll back up. The next one we're going to do, which is appropriate for sailing, is a boat hold. So you're going to be in a V like this. Hands can be out to challenge you more. If you're struggling, put your hands by your butt, and that's going to give you a little bit more balance, okay? So 20 seconds. Here we go. Set, go. So hands can go out. This is going to challenge me more. So I'm trying to stay in a nice V here. If I'm really struggling, put my hands by your butt here. That gives me a little bit more stability. So hands out. We got 5 more seconds. Keep pushing. Almost there. Time. All right, the next one we're going to do is in and out. So we're going to stay on our butt here, and our legs are going to go in and out. So in and out. And I like to use my hands too to help me. Again, if you're struggling with that, put your hands by your butt and just go in and out, okay? That's gonna give you a little bit more stability. So 20 seconds, here we go. Ready, set, go. So out and then in. Trying to bring those knees to your chest. Really giving us a nice challenge of our core. Good job, guys. You're halfway there. Keep pushing. Almost there. All right, time. Nice job. We are going to do that set 2 more times, okay? So forearm planks are first. So 20 seconds. Whenever you guys are ready, set, go. So again, and make sure your elbows are under your shoulders. We're holding this for 20 seconds. Good job. We're halfway there. Keep pushing. Almost there. 5 more seconds. You guys got it. Good job. All right, time. All right, we're going to turn around and we're going to go back to crunch with a chop. So feet are on the ground. Interlace your hands. 20 seconds. Ready, go. So crunch to each side. And this is a nice one. This is really good for hiking and getting our core nice and strong. Good job. Keep pushing. You got 5 more seconds. Time. All right, we're going to go back to our boat. So we're going to hold our V for 20 seconds. Ready, set, go. So hands out if that's good and you can challenge yourself. If not, put them on the ground just like this. That gives you a little bit more stability. So it's not as hard, but if you want to challenge yourself, put your hands out. And if you need to, take a break. Put your feet down on the ground, then try to go back to it. All right, that's time. Whenever you feel like you're struggling a little bit too much, it's fine to put your feet on the ground and then go back to it. All right, in and out. Ready, set, go. So out and then in. Again, I like to go with my hands. Just help me a little bit with the momentum. Put your hands on the ground if you need to, or try to hold them out if you want to. Whatever makes you feel comfortable, whatever you can do right at this moment. All right, almost there. Time. Good job. All right, we're going to do one more round of that, and then we're going to do our cardio, okay? So let you catch your breath for a couple seconds, and then we're going to go back to form. So get ready into your plank, and we're going to go for 20 seconds. Ready, set, go. So remember, nice L with your legs. Your hips are not going up like this, and they're not dropping low either. Try to keep your back and your hips in line. Again, if you need to take a break, drop a knee down. You're still challenging yourself, and then bring it back up when you're able to. All right, time on that. Good job. Turn back around. Crunch with a chop. So interlace my fingers. 20 seconds. Here we go. All right, go. So drop back. One side and then the other. So make sure you're not over straightening your neck here. So look up at a point. Also, you could close your eyes too. So then you're not focusing too much on something else going around you. All right, time on that. Roll back up. Nice job, everybody. Next one we're gonna do is a boat, a hold. 20 seconds, here we go. Hands out. Try to create that V. Put your hands down on the ground if you're struggling. So I'm trying to keep my legs nice and straight. My legs aren't bent. If you can't get there yet, that's okay. So you're gonna work at it. Keep pushing. We got 5 more seconds. Almost there. You guys got it. All right, time. All right, last exercise of this set. We got in and out. 20 seconds. Ready, set, go. So out and in. Good job. Really challenging our core here. Try to engage your core while you're doing these core activities too. You got 5 more seconds. Almost there. Time. Nice job. All right, we are gonna move on to our cardio. The first one we're gonna do, I'm sure everybody's done them before, they're burpees. So with these burpees, everybody loves burpees, I know. The ones we're gonna do, no push-up in between, okay? So sometimes you can challenge yourself and put a push-up in between. Everybody does burpees a little bit different. We are just gonna jump back into a plank and then jump back our feet back in, okay? 30 seconds, here we go. All right, you guys can watch me just real quick. So we're gonna jump up, jump out and plank, feet back up, and then jump up, okay? For 30 seconds, ready, set, go. So up, back, jump my feet back in, and back up. If you can't jump your feet back in, that's okay. You can step back with your feet instead and step back up. You can always modify any exercise, so you don't want to hurt yourself. All right, we're almost there. Got 10 seconds. Keep pushing. Time. Good job. Next one we're gonna do is mountain climbers. So we're in plank here, and you're just gonna bring your knees up to your chest. So run your knees up to your chest. Hands are under my shoulders. 30 seconds. Here we go. Go. So knees to your chest here. Hands are under my shoulders. I'm trying to go as fast as I can here. So you should start to really feel it. You got 50 more seconds. Keep pushing. 5 more seconds. You guys got it. All right, time. Whew. All right, stand back up. We are going to do that one more time, okay? So burpees. Ready, set, go. Up, feet back, jump back up. Again, if you feel like you're struggling, step your feet back up, and then you can raise up onto your feet. You can step back to modify it a little bit. So you can raise up on your toes and then step back if you're struggling. We got 5 more seconds. Time. Nice job. Back to our plank and mountain climbers, okay? Ready? 30 seconds, set, go. So feet into our chest, running as fast as we can. You guys got it? Bring those knees to your chest. Push hard. 10 more seconds. Good job, everybody. All right, time. Nice job. All right, we are going to do our, back to our core. I know we only have a couple more minutes here, but we'll just finish with one round of this, and then you can repeat it 2 times if you want, and then finish with some cardio. So we're gonna do plank up downs. So what they are is I'm gonna be on my hands, and then I'm gonna go to my forearms. So you guys can watch me. So hands, forearms, and then back up. All right, I'm trying to keep my body nice in line here. So 20 seconds, here we go. Ready, go. So hands down to my forearms. This is great because this is challenging not only my core, but also my arms. We're getting that pushing motion of pushing off the ground and then back down And I'm really challenging every part of my body. All right, time on that. Good job. We're gonna flip around. We did this one last week. We just did the bridge, but we're gonna do a marching bridge. So I'm gonna lay all the way down, head on the ground. Hands are by my side. My feet are bent, or our knees are bent. And we're just gonna raise our hips up. And we're gonna bring our knees up. So we're gonna march. Marching bridge. All right, 20 seconds. Ready, set, go. So this is great because this is really stabilizing my core, but also I'm now incorporating legs into this core workout. So it's a really great one. And you're trying to keep your hips up high and not letting them drop down. Good job. Time on that. We are going to flip back around and go into plank again. We're gonna do shoulder taps. So we're gonna be on our hands and we're gonna be in plank and we're going to tap our shoulder and then back down. Tap our shoulder and back down. And see how my body isn't moving and I'm not going super fast. So I'm not trying to go really fast. I'm trying to control the movement and challenge my core. 20 seconds, ready, set, go. So tap your shoulder and back down. And separate your feet a little bit wider to help you with stability. Try nice and controlled. Hands are under my shoulders. I'm not going really fast. Couple more seconds. All right, time. All right, we are going to flip back around and do toe touches. So this one I'm going to lay on the ground again. Head on the ground. I'm going to raise my feet up. And I'm trying to touch my toes and back down. All right, 20 seconds. Ready, set, go. You don't have to touch your toes, but you're just attempting to try to get up there. So I'm trying to keep my legs nice and straight. As straight as you can get them. Not trying to strain my neck. All right, almost there. Time. All right, nice job. So you would do that 2 more times like we did the other core one. So you guys can do that if you want, but we're gonna finish just with a little cardio again. So we'll do burpees and then mountain climbers again, okay? So 30 seconds of burpees. So ready, set, go. So jump up and then jump my feet back up, 30 seconds. You guys got it. Trying to go as fast as we can. And really getting our heart rate nice and high. We're halfway there. Keep pushing, guys. We got a couple more seconds. Keep going. You guys got it. All right, time on that. All right, last one is mountain climbers, 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. So knees into my chest, hands are under my shoulder. We got 30 seconds. This is our last exercise, so push hard, guys. You guys got it. Halfway there. Almost there, keep pushing. Time. Nice job. So again, we would do that one more time. So 3 rounds of the core and then 2 rounds of that cardio. And I can also email these workouts so you guys can do them at a later time. So you guys have them at your disposal too, because they're great 30-minute workouts that you guys can do. I know I got my heart rate up. Hopefully you guys did too. So let's do some stretching to finish. So we're going to do across the body. So stretch out our arms a little bit. Again, stretching is just as important at the end of the workout as it is at the beginning. So remember to incorporate that. Let's switch sides into your workout as well. Not only your workouts, but also at the end of sailing. So really important to remember. All right, we're gonna go up. We're gonna do a triceps. So nice tricep stretch. And if you talk to most athletes, they'll say that stretching is probably last on their list and a lot of people forget about it. So it's really important. I know sometimes I'm guilty of it too, is not spending as much time, let's switch sides, as I should on my stretching. So it's really important that we remember that. So again, we can avoid injury later in our careers, on the water, off the water, anywhere. Even in daily life, you can end up hurting yourself if we're not properly stretching. All right, nice job. So now we'll stretch out our hips and our legs. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lunge. Then you're gonna put your hand on the ground and you're gonna look up to the sky. Okay, so put that hand, so whatever foot you're lunging out with, the opposite hand on the ground, and then look up, you're turning towards the leg that you have lunged out. And this is a nice hip stretch. You can bring your knee down too, your back knee on the ground to get a little bit more of a stretch in your leg and your hip, and just kind of lean forward and lean back, whatever really feels comfortable for you in your stretching. All right, let's switch sides. So again, lunge your foot out, opposite hand on the ground, and reach up to the sky. And again, you can put that knee down and lean into that. So that gives you more of a hip stretch. And if you're really flexible too, you can take this out after doing this one, you can take it down to the ground and try to get your arms on the ground to give more of a deeper stretch. All right, we're gonna stand back up and we're gonna do, to stretch out our core a little bit, just a side bend here. So you're gonna reach off to your side. So this is really helping to stretch out our core that we just worked and our side here, our side obliques. So stretch out, nice job. And then you're gonna stretch back to the other side. Good job. You might feel tightness after doing core stuff. You might feel tightness in your back and your neck. So making sure that you guys stretch that stuff out after doing a core workout. The last stretch we're gonna do is a back stretch. So we're gonna just put our hands out to bend them like this. And we're just gonna reach over to the side and bend. We're trying to look over our shoulder in the back. So this is not only stretching out our back, but it's just stretching out our neck too. That you might feel some strain in your neck after doing core stuff. So it's important to remember to stretch that out too. Now go to the other side. Again, trying to look over that shoulder in the back and make sure you're standing up nice and straight and really getting that nice stretch in. All right, and that is it for our workout today. Hope you guys had fun, and if you guys have any questions, I'm happy to answer any that you might have right now.
Awesome.
Hopefully
Thanks,
you guys
Rachel.
feel
Yeah,
like sweat.
that was a good one.
Nice. Yeah. Like I said, I'll email those so you guys have all those at your disposal for sure.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thanks for working out with me today.
Yeah, great. All right, we'll see you next week.
All right.